All systems go. Cleared for takeoff.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the NFL Quick Hit video, Week 3 running back edition here. Can't still believe it's Week 3. But hey, before we get into all the fun, you know the drill. Hit that like button for me. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button over at the SHIPIT Nation YouTube page. And then, of course, we also want to give a shout out to our favorite sponsors of the show, Drafters. Make sure you guys get over and check it out. They still got weekly contests going on. You get a deposit bonus up to $100 by using promo code SHIPIT. So make sure you guys get over there and check that out. And then, hey, we got this 5-day trial going on here at SHIPIT Nation. Get you everything we have to offer except Discord, expert content, tools, projection, all the sports we have to offer. So you guys have to get over there and check that out as well. Also want to give a shout out to Run the Sims. You've heard us talking about it, especially on some of these showdown shows. If you wanted to check it out, use SHIPIT and get you 10% off any membership over there. And don't forget about LineStar also. Got a partnership with them. They got all kinds of betting tools, DFS tools, everything you would need over there. Make sure you guys get over there and check that out. But hey, it's Week 3. Damn, we got a lot of injuries in the running backs to pay attention to this week. This is why I don't like drafting running backs in my season-long league. But hey, I'm going to give it a rundown here real quick. Here we go. We got Henry. He's got a toe issue for Tennessee. Did not practice today on Thursday. Aaron Jones, good news, did practice for the Packers here on Thursday. So it looks like he might be able to give it a go this week. James Cook, undisclosed, missed practice. Not sure why. Have to keep our eyes on that one here today. Montgomery, his quad, no practice for him. Don't expect him to be in this week. Alexander Madison, obviously a little bit of trade action going on there with Cam Akers coming into town. I don't think Madison is going to be too affected by that here moving forward. Tony Jones Jr. signed off the practice squad after that decent game over there for New Orleans last week. So he is going to be in play, especially if Jamal Williams isn't able to get in there as well. But Kendry Miller also practiced hamstring. That's good news for the Saints. Going to get him back here as well. Now, Miller, if you guys don't know, he kind of reminds me of Jamal Williams, just a big back. So definitely like some Kendry Miller this week. He should be getting in there. As I mentioned, Jamal Williams hamstring doesn't sound like he's going to be able to give it a go. Missed practice here today. Austin Eckler did not practice either today. Going to have to keep our eyes on that. I heard some positive stuff, news about Eckler. Sounds like he may be able to give it a go, but not sure yet. Friday, obviously, the injury reports will come out. Justice Hill, foot, did not practice for Baltimore here today. Breece Hill, limited in practice for the Jets. And, of course, Barkley and the Chubby are going to be out for a while. Well, Barkley, 3 weeks. Chubby, good luck, buddy. Hopefully you see you back on the NFL field. And then there, too, with Kareem Hunt and Ford, you know, I don't think Hunt's going to really get any kind of touches this week. I think that's going to be Ford's backfield here this week. But let's just talk real quick about the DVPs, the worst defenses so far against the run. Pittsburgh coming in at 32, Carolina at 31, Raiders 30, Miami coming in at 29, and then the Bears coming in at 28. Now, we did have 7 guys with 100 yards or more last week. Swift led all NFL with 175. Bijan, 124. James Cook had 123. Mostert, 121. CMC, 116. And then Ford and Connor both had 106. Now, one thing I do like to pay attention to with my running backs are opportunities out of the backfield catching the ball. So I always pay attention to targets. Kareem Williams led all running backs last week with 10 targets. Gibbs had 9. Pollard had 8. Barkley had 7. Warren, Jacobs, and Madison all had 6 targets last week. Definitely like them running backs catching the ball out of the backfield. So let's just take a quick peek here at a couple guys that I'll be looking at here this week. And hey, last week I apologize. 3 of the guys that I gave out, 2 of them got hurt, that being Barkley and Montgomery. So, hey, hopefully I don't jinx these guys here this week. But my top guy that I'm going to be looking at here this week, Kenneth Walker, 7,600 versus Carolina. Carolina, Obviously, as I mentioned, 31 in DVP against running backs. Walker had 2 touchdowns last week against the Lions on the road. Only had 43 yards rushing, 17 carries. But, man, we haven't seen Charbonneau step in and take any of his touches. So definitely like the bell cow here, Walker. Gets a good matchup against Carolina, like I mentioned. I think he racks him up this week. Kenneth Walker, one of my top plays. Now, my next guy I'm looking at here is Tony Pollard, 9,400 against Arizona. Man, we've been watching Dallas just absolutely destroy teams here on defense. I just think this leans up for a great game script here, positive game script for Pollard. I expect them just to be winning. I don't expect Arizona to do much at all. So I expect Dallas to slow it down a little bit. Great game script. And then as I mentioned, Pollard's been involved in that passing game as well. 7 catches, 8 targets out of the backfield. Tony Pollard, for me, a top play here this week. Next guy I'm going to be looking at here is Bijan Robinson against the Lions here in Detroit here. The rookie gets a matchup against Detroit. Now, Detroit has been a little stingy with the running yards, but, man, Bijan, second in all of NFL with 180 yards so far on this young season. But I just think this game here, we saw Walker score twice last week on the Lions. I think Bijan finds the end zone once, maybe even twice, and it's definitely the bell cow there for Atlanta. So definitely like me some Bijan. But, hey, leave me in the message in the comments who you like, what running backs you're looking at. We got all kinds of injuries. There should be all kinds of value out there at running back this week. As I mentioned, Jerome Ford, definitely interesting at 5,600 over there for the Cleveland Browns. I mean, hey, Browns got one of the top 3 offensive lines in all of football. So definitely like some Ford here this week. But hey, as I mentioned, leave me a message who you like. Don't forget about all the promos we got here. 5 days trial here, only $19. You guys got to get in there and check it out. Make sure you guys don't miss out on that. Don't forget about Drafters either. That promo code gets you $100 deposit. Make sure you guys get in there and check that out as well. But hey, that is pretty much going to do it for the breakdown of week 3 of the running backs. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk a little defenses and talk some tight ends. And hey, don't forget about that showdown show we had over at the Mayo Media Network with our boys, Hoop, Tambo, and Title, breaking it all down for you. Make sure you guys get over there and check that out as well. Also got a baseball video we put out today at 4:30 or 4 o'clock. Nades and I broke down the baseball slate for you. So make sure you guys get over there and check that out as well. But hey, appreciate you checking it out. We're going to ship it, and I'll see you next time.